See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
For Diagnosis Murder, the address is CBS.
Well, unless you're listening to this broadcast via satellite from some remote exotic locale with tropical climes, I don't have to tell you, we're right in the middle of a good old-fashioned cold spell. So you better crank up the heat, throw a few more blankets on the bed and another log on the fire, because we expect the temperature to dip down to a new record
I have
low.
already had my record low. Hell, Munson, where are you anyway? For Pete's sakes. Hi, guys. Guess what? I have bad news.
Are you on your way out, Mom?
No. Stay bundled up.
What's up with the heat?
It's freezing in here.
Nothing's up with the heat. That's the bad news. The furnace is not turning over or starting up or doing whatever furnaces do, and Hal's the only one who knows how to do it.
Well, then call somebody.
I am hoarse from calling. I have called every emergency repairman, and they're out in emergencies now. I'm just glad that Carly has Parker tonight, and I'm going to go downstairs and check the furnace again and see if I can do something with it, and then I want to hear all about your wonderful evening. Stay bundled up.
Admit you had a blast tonight at Java Underground.
A blast? Are you serious? You actually enjoyed covering for Chris and Abigail? Okay, getting Chris and Abigail out of a bind is one thing, but when I have to give intense, gooey looks and fake date his secret love so they can get all lovey-dovey and lobotomized, I mean, please, come on, that's the biggest stupid waste of my time. And both of them owe me big time, and especially you, because you're the one that got me into this mess in the first place. Hello, Earth to Jennifer, hello. What's with you? Your brain cells succumb to frostbite?
This has been the most incredibly beautiful, miraculous day I've ever experienced. Unbelievable.
Matthew, I am not at home to anybody. I don't want anybody announced to me. I'm not home. Tell him I'm
I
busy.
knew you'd be able. Would you do me a favor and take a look at this and tell me what you think?
Now, look here, I said that you could drop by any time, hour of night and day, whenever, but what I meant was that you would call first.
What did I miss? Did I miss paper mache night at the manor?
Ha, ha, ha. Thank you, Matthew. I can handle this.
Okay, what's with the legal papers?
None of your business.
It is if you're about to rip my head off, so tell me whose punishment is about to be passed on to me.
Actually, it is a barrel of laughs. I am being divorced.
I still can't believe this. Andrew knows it's true.
Andy is Hope's father. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense at all.
Why is that? You think it's such a stretch?
Yes.
Well, it certainly explains the perfect match for Hope's bone marrow transplant.
Yeah, but the thing is, how could Andy stand by and not say one word the whole time?
Because he never knew. Denise told him he was the father of the child in one breath and then asked for him to relinquish all parental rights in the second breath. If you want to blame somebody in this thing, blame Denise Maynard. She's the one that's withheld information for over a year. And that's why I say we've got to be together on this thing. We've got to get working, all of us.
I know that it's late. Normally I would call first, but nothing's normal about this, is it?
It's all right.
Well, but Andy, come on, you've seen Hope dozens of times. You've even held her. You took pictures of her.
Well, that was last summer, before I knew that...
Did you sign those papers?
I'm supposed to give up any and all parental rights to Hope just hours after finding out that I'm her father?
Ben's gonna be Hope's daddy. Remember, we all agreed on that. You said we'd be the perfect family.
Can I see Hope?
Wait, I'll answer your questions as soon as you answer mine. So did you bring them? Did you sign them?
You have questions. I have 2 years almost of questions. I can't begin to think of signing anything until I see Hope.
Andy, we really need you to sign those papers. It's important to all of us.
Yeah, so we can move forward with our lives. Until you sign those papers, we're all going to be in a holding pattern. And Ben and I, we can't be worrying all the time that you'll be coming out of the woodworks 10 years from now wanting to play daddy. We got to get this taken care of before Ben and I get married.
So I'm on a timetable.
No, it's not that. It's just...
I haven't had 24 hours to absorb all this yet. I just found out that Hope is mine. And,
I know this must all be a shock.
That's a masterpiece of an understatement. I've seen her so many times. I've watched her. We babysat her, and I never imagined that you never said anything.
Well, it wasn't a secret that got any easier to keep over time.
I mean, I'm not out of line, am I? It's only natural that I would want to see Hope, knowing that we're connected.
Look, it is only natural. It's right, Denise?
I mean, I could just take a look. I could just look in on her. I guarantee you she's not going to know I'm there at all.
Right. All right, then.
Wait a second. No, I'm sorry. If you want to see Hope, you're going to have to go through me.
Well, it rained.
A state of emergency has washed away roads leading.
For 3 straight days it rained.
A series of storms coming.
Then the levee broke.
A 4-foot wave washed through town, tore everything up.
Oh, a lot of people lost everything.
Everything they had. Another problem was we had all this water.
But you couldn't drink a drop of it.
That's when the truck from Miller rolled up.
I see it and I'm thinking beer.
Beer?
Beer? But it was water.
They stopped bottling beer.
They stopped bottling beer and bottled water for us instead.
Miller, part of the Philip Morris family of companies, donated thousands of gallons of drinking water to disaster victims last year. For decades, Philip Morris has assisted communities in distress all around the world.
Actually, I could have used a beer right then. But that's another story.
Working to make a difference. The people of Philip Morris.
The difference between a house and a home, easy. It's a family. So maybe things can't stay clean smelling for long, but I don't clean so I can stand around and say, oh, that's clean. I clean because life happens. And Febreze helps. When smells seem to get into fabrics, Febreze cleans them away. Bottom line, it works. And using Febreze makes the whole house feel clean. Because I never know what's going to happen next. And that's part of the fun. Febreze cleans life's smells out of fabrics for good.
44.
Or...
Which cough medicine would you choose? 44.
Or...
Vicks 44 that lasts up to 8 hours? Or Robitussin DM you should take every 4? 44.
Or...
Get up to 4 hours more with Vicks 44.
50 is beautiful. And to stay that way, Pro Vital Perfecting Moisturizer. It evens out skin tone with a hint of sheer color, so you're radiant, glowing. Pro Vital from Olay, proven to be why women over 50 look so wonderful.
CBS Tonight.
Samantha, it's Daddy.
I'm scared of you.
An emotional case.
You want me to help you return a 7-year-old girl to the man who murdered her mother?
Could turn law partners into enemies.
He's still Samantha's father.
Give me a break.
See why Family Law is the highest rated new drama on Monday night. Catch an all-new episode, CBS Tonight.
So you're divorced? Divorced from...
Yeah.
From Paolo? What, I turn my back for 5 minutes and you're...
What have you got against Paolo?
Nothing.
Huh? Ha ha ha.
James Stenbeck. James Stenbeck, that's the guy that you married right before you went to Florida in that rehab center, right? I remember, news guy. I know all
For the
this kind of
record,
stuff. What?
I loathe and despise the man.
So you want the divorce? Cool, let's celebrate.
Went into hiding. He went into hiding, and I have had private investigators all over the world looking for him. $300,000 later, I've got nothing. I've got dead ends, no leads, nothing. And I I wanted to serve the divorce papers on him.
Maybe those papers will help you find him.
I don't think so. No, he's reinvented himself at least 3 times since he sent the papers. What I really wanted, you know, I want to get my hands on the loot that the IRS let him keep. That's what I wanted. And guess what? He's outsmarted me. He has outsmarted me.
You know what? You guys must have been quite a couple. What I meant to say was that you could...
What are you doing here? I mean, it must be pretty important, whatever it is, that made you brave the cold to visit me. Okay. All right. Well, why don't you take off your coat, sit down, drink your brandy. Don't hover. I don't like it when you hover.
I thought Andy barely knew Denise. Now he has a child by her?
John, what else do you know about this?
I knew what I learned this evening. They met evidently after the fire in the church. They spent one night together.
Like ships that pass in the night, huh?
Yeah. Well, Andy gets on with his life, and evidently Denise hit the skids. She sold the child to this guy, this criminal, Gary Reedy, whatever his name is. He, in turn, sells it to David Stenbeck, who, in turn, tries to pass it off as holding Lily's child.
And all that time, Andy had no idea. Honey, do you remember during the bone marrow thing how Denise came to me and thanked me for saving the baby's life?
Yeah, no one knew that Hope was Denise's child.
Yeah.
It takes a pretty callous person to pull a stunt like this.
Well, come on, we haven't even heard Denise's side of the story.
Her side of the story? She denied Andrew the first 18 months of this young girl's life. She deprived us of knowing who our granddaughter is.
You know, you and Hope seem to have some kind of spiritual connection.
Yeah, well, the pieces fit.
I can't believe it. That precious child is my granddaughter.
Yeah, well, it's all starting to make perfect sense, isn't it? That's why I think what we have to do is make our position absolutely, perfectly clear. That young girl deserves a chance to be with her family, to be with her father, to be with Andrew.
So, all of a sudden, I can't see Hope.
It's not all of a sudden, Andy. You just can't drop by here anytime you like. It's way past her bedtime. She's coming down with a cold, and I'd be up half the night trying to get her back to sleep.
Denise, I think Andy just wants to look in on her.
Yeah, I wouldn't wake her. I just want to take a peek.
A peek for what?
Denise.
I should at least be able to look at her.
Why? All right, okay, so you take a peek at Hope, then you sign those papers?
I didn't say that.
Then why should I let you into her room?
Look, look, I had no idea that this was going to be, like, this big a deal.
Dan, right, it's a big deal.
Yeah, you know what, I am right. I am right, it is a big deal. It's a big deal that my daughter is in there, asleep, and I haven't ever held her in my arms, and I haven't ever looked her in the eyes knowing that she's mine.
Yours. She's not yours, Andy.
She's my flesh and blood. I just want to hold her in my arms.
It's not like he's asking the world.
No, just to see my kid. Look, I'm sorry, Andy. It's just been a long night, and I'm really not in the mood for all this. So why don't you just lay it out here and tell me do you plan to sign those papers?
Look, I told you I need some more time.
Fine.
You're not going to let me see Hope?
Like I said, not tonight.
That's the way this is going to be?
That's the way it is.
Denise, we have to have a long overdue conversation.
All right, Andy. Why don't I just give you a call in the morning, then we'll just talk about all this?
No, not later, not some other time. Now.
Remember this? What about this? Hello. Fads in fashion can be as silly as fads in diets today. That's why I eat Special K. It's not one of those fad diets that makes your weight drop down and then shoot right back up again. It's a delicious breakfast that helps me maintain my weight sensibly. Make a New Year's resolution that will work for years to come. Wouldn't it be nice to look back and think, I looked great?
Look for Cindy on Kellogg's Special K and find out how you can meet her and win a fabulous makeover. You can improve the way your skin looks and feels with Alpha Hydrox. A unique formula with Alpha Hydroxy helps to uncover younger, healthier-looking skin. Bring back that youthful glow with Alpha Hydrox for softer, smoother skin.
You're about to see a toothbrush do something rather unusual. Introducing the Colgate Navigator. It bends wide open, so its bristles gently adjust to your teeth for a thorough clean. The new Colgate Navigator, bent on cleaning better.
Kitchen floor. I just cleaned it.
Totino's pizza rolls are so easy, kids can make them on their own. Pepperoni pizza stuffed into a bite-sized roll. Totino's, it's how kids help themselves.
Hey, Annie Matthews, what's on your plate today?
Today's gonna be great, but really busy. 10, maybe 15 cuts.
Lunch is here, Annie.
I'll probably grab a quick bite when I can.
Annie, your 2 o'clock's here.
And maybe get heartburn. I used to think Tums if I'd already eaten. Not anymore.
You can take Pepcid AC whenever you need it. Pepcid AC controls heartburn before, during, or even after you eat.
Of course I can take you.
No matter what's on your plate, today should be heartburn-free with Pepcid AC.
20 questions, 3 minutes, $1 million. That's what makes Winning Lines the most exciting game show on television. Special presentation, CBS Friday.
You'd have to be a heartless moron not to see how incredibly romantic Georgia and Eddie's wedding was.
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty decent. Only it's a shame that statistics say that there's a 50% chance that it was a colossal waste of time.
Everybody pitching in to make sure they had the most amazing day of their lives.
Yeah. People usually spend a pretty penny on weddings, but I say, take the cash.
Then helping Abigail and Chris hook up?
You know what? I did my good deed for the year, so you can play Cupid all you want. That's fine. But for me, from now on, just leave me out of it because I have a lot of better things to do with my life. Thank you.
Like you have a life.
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact, and it doesn't have to do with mooning over somebody else's love life. Thank you very much.
You don't know anything about love.
I know a lot more than I want to. I know that after people spend their 20 minutes, they go with their lust rush and they go get married or they have a kid, whichever comes first. But then the yawns set in. Boredom, so they get divorced or they get somebody else. But either way, you're left alone. I mean, who needs that?
Everybody needs love. I mean, it's what sets us apart from the rest of the animals. It's why we're put on this earth, to find the one person we were destined to love. Love is what brought my mom and dad back together. It's why Eddie forgave Georgia and Jack adores Carly. Unconditional, absolute, everlasting love. And without it, you're lost.
And color me lost and glad.
Adam, honey, I'm cold. Would you go down and check the furnace and see if there's anything you can do? I can't do it.
Sure.
And while you're at it, make sure you read the top panel before you start monkeying with anything.
All right, will do.
Yeah, try not to start a fire down there.
I couldn't help but overhear you two.
He is the most infuriating little pin-headed monster sometimes. I mean, the most romantic day this town's seen in ages,
and you're waiting in line for your turn to find the guy who's perfect for you.
Mother, please don't take me so literally.
Oh, come on, honey. It's natural to feel that way after seeing two people share their vows to spend the rest of their lives together. But let me let you in on a little secret. If you go looking for love, you're going to find something else instead and mistake it for the true thing, but you'll only end up very, very unhappy. Because real, true love finds you when you least expect it. When you're the least prepared, bam, there it is. Just try to be patient.
We have been denied any part of this little girl's life since the day she was born. I say we put a change to that.
John, don't you think that your anger is a little misplaced? I mean, Hope is Andy's daughter.
And Andy is my son. Hope is family. Look, are you with me on this or not?
John, I'm sorry.
Sorry?
I agree. Denise handled this badly. But I think she was probably frightened.
What has she got to be frightened about?
Well, that you might get proprietary with the child.
Yes.
All right, what do you propose we do?
I tell you what we don't do is start a tug-of-war about this child. Really, the worst thing we can do is escalate the tension.
Don't you want to see her? Wouldn't you like to hold her in your arms? I mean, after all, she is part of our family. Don't you people care about Hope?
Wait a minute. How can you say that to me? I loved that little girl long before I ever knew who she was.
This has nothing to do with Kim's feelings. It's what's best for Hope.
What, you mean being raised by a lap dancer, somebody who's lied and deceived everyone?
She has turned her life around. She and Ben are getting married. She is doing her very best to give that little girl a stable life.
By denying the little girl a right to know who her family is? By denying Andrew a right to raise his daughter?
Now, is Andy really ready to settle down? He's hardly in town anymore. He's hardly in the States anymore.
Bob.
A child should be raised by people who will be the best for her.
Andrew is the girl's father. She's family. She's not some kind of pet around the house that needs taking care of.
John, you are being impossible.
Listen.
Why don't we all just take a deep breath and think about this?
Come on, Andy. Hope she's already been through enough already. Can't you just let me, Ben, and Hope be a family?
Look, I didn't come here to be the bad guy. But what did you expect that I would do? I helped make a baby with a woman I met once, 2 years ago. And she never said a word. Even after my mother saved that baby's life with her bone marrow, you never said a thing.
I couldn't. She was with Lily and Holden then, Andy.
And all those times you asked me about how I felt about kids? If I saw myself with a family? What were you doing? Testing the waters, seeing if I'd put up a fight?
Wait, hold up a second. I never wanted anything from you.
Yes, you do. You want me to disappear. Isn't that what these papers are about?
No, that's not true, Andy. Denise has been trying to tell you for months.
You can't just drop this information on me and expect me to back off.
Okay, then what? What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I am not going to sign anything, and I'm not going to disappear. I'll be back.
Am I on? Geico Direct could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance. Result?
Smaller bill.
Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more.
A typical car insurance agent is on the job during regular business hours. On the other hand, Geico insurance professionals are on the job 24 hours a day. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much.
Now there's hundreds of Hallmark cards for just 99 cents. You'll find them at your Hallmark Gold Crown store and in the Hallmark aisle of stores everywhere.
Our eyes have natural moisturizers, tears, so we took ingredients found in natural tears, added more moisturizers than any leading drop, and put them in Visine Tears. For soothing relief, Visine Tears. It gets the dry out.
Let's go, girls. Revlon Every Lash Mascara makes lashes their fullest, beautifully defined. Plus, comb separates every lash.
Goodbye, clumps. I feel like a woman.
You won't believe your mouth with this antacid.
That's amazing.
Dissolved almost immediately.
Like, it's gone.
Introducing Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewables, a whole new kind of calcium antacid for heartburn.
It dissolves quickly when you put it in your mouth. Very quick.
New Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewables dissolve faster and more completely than Tums.
Didn't have to dig it out of my teeth. No grit. It's gone.
New Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewable Tablets. Quick dissolve your heartburn away.
Quick dissolve. Maalox.
From 1 Minute Maalox.
Last week, we brought you first the major new warnings about global warming. Tonight, La Nina's legacy. Too much rain and snow in this area, large parts of the heartland facing drought. And there's more. One of the worst weather nightmares of the decade may return. Complete details on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Martha Stewart lights up your life tomorrow on The Early Show with Bryant Gumbel and Jane Clayson.
Judge Amy Gray's next custody battle
I'll fight you, Michael.
is over her own child.
He's trying to take your daughter away from you.
All new Judging Amy, CBS Tuesday.
You know your problem? You don't know what to do with your free time.
What free time? I work for you.
Well, come on. Everybody has a career and everybody has some free time, too. Well, well, tell me, what did you do before? Before you well, you know what I mean, before you...
Oh, you mean before Vicky?
Right.
I tell you, it's been so long, I don't remember what I did before Vicky. She always kept me out of trouble, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is the wrong kind of trouble. All kinds of things. I gamble, whatever.
Oh, really? You gamble?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's your game?
Cards.
52 pickup?
Whatever.
Okay. How would you feel about, a friendly game of gin?
Do you have any idea what you're in for?
Oh, honey, my aim is to please. We'll see. Everyone wants to be in love with that feeling. Everyone loves being in love with love. But when you're in love, it also means you're vulnerable. And that guy who makes you laugh and make you feel all those feelings is the same guy who can rip your heart to shreds and cause you to feel self-doubt, have endless misery.
Mom, do we really have to go into this room?
Honey, all I'm telling you is that love is very beautiful and very difficult. And the hardest part about it is loving yourself. Because if you love yourself enough, then sometime if you ever are alone, you won't be lonely. And that's why your dad and I are so happy that you have a full and well-rounded life full of school and friends and activities and family. There's time for everything else. Plenty of time for it, I promise you. Don't say it. Don't even say it. Oh, no, let me say it. Denise, you handled that all wrong.
Things just didn't go the way we planned.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
Can't you give the guy a break? We told Andy he's Hope's father and asked him to give up his parental rights all in the same night.
Ben, you have been after me to do this for months.
And I'm glad you did it. I'm just trying to see this from Andy's perspective.
Then why did he take those papers if he wasn't going to sign them? That's why I lost it. Who wouldn't?
All right, well, maybe we should just back off a little. Give him some time to work everything through.
Time? I'm not going to give him more time.
Why not?
Because time makes you think. That smile, that sweet little sigh she makes as she falls asleep in your arms, you never want to let her go. And Andy, he's going to think back. He's going to see himself in Hope. He's going to see his future. He's going to see his family. And he's going to wonder how he ever lived without her. And he's going to realize that everything in his life up until now has meant nothing compared to making that sweet little girl happy. And he's going to see her face in his dreams. He's going to put himself in her life. And then after a few hours or maybe a couple of days, he's going to show up with demands of his own, with papers from his lawyer.
Denise, you're letting your imagination take over because you're scared.
Ben, this is not my imagination. This is what happened to me. Lily came after me with those papers of hers. Yeah, I'm scared. Because I know Andy's perspective a lot better than you do. And I know that for the first time in my life in a long time, there's nothing that I can do about it. Andy's gonna try and take away my little girl.
You know, even if he does relinquish his parental rights, it does not change the biological fact that we are that little girl's grandparents.
John, Andy is going to have a lot of pressure with this thing. He is going to have a lot on his mind without us adding to it.
All right, look. You people do what you think is right, but I will be damned if I'll let my son sign a piece of paper. Andrew.
What's the big powwow?
Your father just told us about Hope.
Andy, I honestly don't know what to say.
One minute I think I'm on the way to a wedding, and the next I find out I'm somebody's father.
Look, how did it go over at Denise's?
She barely let me through the front door.
She wouldn't let you see Hope?
All she cares about is that I signed these blasted papers.
Well, I bet you're damn glad that you didn't, right?
You got that right.
You don't give up your rights to anything to anyone. I tell you what, we go over there right now, and we'll both fight for what you've got coming to you.
So you don't think it's a big deal to put up with diarrhea when you're at home?
Ooh, too bad you missed out on our $50,000 grand prize.
If you take Imodium AD right away, you can stop diarrhea, often with just one dose.
Pizza!
So, what are you waiting for?
Hello?
When you combine Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Crispy Wafers, the combination is irresistible. Reese Sticks, the crisp you can't resist.
Let me tell you a secret. You can clean and clean. But the first thing people notice when they come into your house is, does it smell clean? That's why I use Pine Sol. I get the cleaning power of Pine Sol plus 3 long-lasting scents. Rain Clean, Lemon Fresh, and good old pine. Don't you just love it when someone says, now that smells clean? Because, honey, that's what Pine Sol is all about. That's one smart woman.
Now there's a Chevy Venture with flip and fold seats and a built-in entertainment system.
I knew I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque.
Fun things are bound to happen when Chevy and Warner Brothers get together. Introducing the new Warner Brothers edition from Chevy Venture, the most versatile minivan ever. One quick call can help you learn more.
Let's go!
A child smiles 45 times an hour. A child laughs every 7.5 minutes. A child lives in a world of their own imagination all the time. And when a child watches a Disney video, they might even imagine they can go to infinity and beyond, like in Toy Story, this month's feature of the all-new Walt Disney Gold Classics collection.
To infinity and beyond!
Imagination for a lifetime.
This woman has something to hide.
You should have kept your mouth shut.
And covering her tracks is everything.
You want to make sure that she doesn't wake up.
Now, Carmen Santos is in control.
It's either you or me, Vanessa.
And out for blood.
This will put you to sleep forever.
Guiding light.
What happens next is everything.
How would you like a better paying job or make more money in your present job? Well, now you can train at home in just a few months for one of America's 24 top career opportunities. With Professional Career Development Institute, it's simple. Just select the career you've always dreamed about and train in the convenience of your home at your own pace. You'll get this nationally recognized diploma after you've trained for the career you've always wanted. Take a look at PCDI's exciting career opportunities. Medical transcription, paralegal, medical claims billing, bookkeeping, accounting, child daycare, computer training, teacher assistant, fitness, home inspection, gunsmithing, interior decorating, veterinary assistant, bridal consultant, travel, medical dental office, conservation outdoors, PC repair, floral design, private investigator, pharmacy technician, locksmithing, hotel restaurant management, electrician, or get your high school diploma. Now you can start the career of your dreams or a business of your own and get the kind of pay you deserve. Call for free literature on the career of your choice. It costs you nothing to get the facts, so call now.
Call 1-800-909-3322 to get free literature on any one of the 24 top-paying careers listed on your screen. That's 1-800-909-3322. There's no obligation, so call now. 1-800-909-3322.
Wouldn't it be nice if your health insurance covered you right away with no waiting periods or deductibles? That's what the Immediate Cash Benefits Plan is all about. It pays you cash benefits from the very first day, and you're covered in or out of the hospital. Remember, no waiting periods, even for health problems you have now. For all the details, watch for this insert from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company in your Sunday newspaper.
We're here when you need us, Physicians Mutual.
Enjoying the Monday holiday? Well, there's a reason for that. And his name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We'll have his story tonight on KGMB 9 News.
Nash Bridges is living large. The address is CBS.
Stenbeck must have been some kind of power guy to keep you on your toes.
I don't need anybody to keep me on my toes. At all, no. I am a power unto myself. Anyone else just gets in my way.
Well, no man or woman is an island.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Jim. Come on. All right. You sure you know how to play this? You sure you know how to play this game?
I know how to play the game.
Oh, okay.
Give me the cards, it's my shuffle.
I don't like the tone of your voice. It sounds as if you don't trust me.
Well, cards and trust do not go hand in hand. I learned that the hard way in an all-night poker game when I was 11.
11, and he already was gambling away his birthright. Ah.
Exactly have what you would call a little league childhood. This kind of brings things back to me, you know. Except, of course, I didn't have 75-year-old Brandy drinking it in front of a roaring fire. It was more like a little bit of grape juice and some flashlights with my buddy No Neck McNamara had picked off from Brinker's department store.
It's colorful.
Which describes what happened to the first person who ever tried to cheat me out of my money. It's funny how a broken nose can dampen a card game.
Is your nose broken? I didn't notice that.
Not me. It's an anecdote. So, taught you how to play.
I was born to win. Didn't you know that? And everything I know, I have passed on to my daughters, to my progeny. Everything I know about poker, about backgammon, horses, life. It's good we're only playing, you know, for penny point.
And what kind of stakes did you play for with Stenbeck?
The ultimate stakes. Life or death. And guess what? Gin again. You had enough?
No, I have not had enough. I am not going home until my luck changes.
Okay, you better start praying. Because you're gonna need it. Okay?
So next time, we treat Andy with kid gloves.
It's too late.
It's only too late if you've made up in your mind that things aren't going to go our way.
I know what he's feeling, Ben.
Come on, Denise, you are in a different position. Andy is angry. And if somebody kept the truth like that from me for almost 2 years, I don't know that I'd react any different.
That's even worse. Andy is already this teed off on day one, and he's not going to sign those papers. What are the chances that he will, that once his friends and his family get involved in it?
Andy is a reasonable guy. If you just give him some time to work through this thing, I'm sure that he'll come around. He'll do what's best for Hope.
I am praying so hard that you're right, Ben. Praying so hard.
If we both go to Denise and tell her we will not be dismissed by any number of legal documents.
Do you think it's reasonable to go over there and yell at the...
We show her that you will not back down. You will not be bullied out of your rights as the girl's father.
John, just stop. No matter what your father says, Andy, we will all support you, whatever choice you make.
This is not a matter of choice. This is a matter of your firstborn, your own daughter. Andy, think of all the time you've missed already.
John, for heaven's sakes, he is perfectly capable of making his own choices.
Which is to go over there right now and tell her you will not take no for an answer.
Stop making this harder than it already is. Dad, I understand how you feel.
Good.
I do. if I'm gonna make any sense out of this, now or later, I gotta make this decision by myself. Myself. I need the papers.
Listen to me. If you sign those papers, you'll regret it as sure as I'm standing here. That little girl is a part of you.
John, give him the papers.
You sign these, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
The exciting thing about this ride isn't the 90-foot drop. It's the woman in the front seat. She's got asthma, but she's got help. Help control your asthma with Singulair. It's a single tablet daily that's not a steroid. It's also available for children 6 and older. Ask your doctor about adding once-a-day Singulair and help control your asthma. Singulair should not be used to treat acute asthma attacks. Continue taking your other asthma medicines unless your doctor tells you to stop or change the dose. If symptoms get worse, contact your doctor at once. Side effects are generally mild and may include headache, flu, and stomach pain. Read the consumer information your doctor or pharmacist can provide. Help control your asthma with Singulair.
These days, everybody wants whiter teeth.
Including me, and I wear dentures.
Polident Whitening Mouthwash not only freshens your breath, it whitens dentures in just 2 weeks. Polident Whitening Mouthwash.
It's giving denture wearers a lot to smile about.
Where does this school go? Or that firehouse? You tell me. Is it needed in your neighborhood? You say where it belongs by answering Census 2000. Your answers can help decide who gets what, like a job training center or a building for health care. You can answer Census 2000 and get what you need. Or you can leave it blank and get this. Nothing. Census 2000. This is your future. Don't leave it blank.
By now, your Gerber baby can tell you what she wants. But she can't tell you what she needs. Now's the time for Gerber Graduates. Easy-to-eat, nutritious foods made just for growing toddlers. Just what they need right now. Like these microwavable meals with good source of zinc, delicious, easy-to-eat vegetables, meat, and pasta. The right nutrition at the right time. More. Shouldn't your toddler still be a Gerber baby?
I forgot to tell you. There was this huge surprise at George's wedding right after the reception, right after you left. And what happened? Your mom and Tom renewed their wedding vows. You're kidding.
Oh, that is so romantic.
It was this huge surprise. I mean, no one knew, and I don't think I've ever seen Margot look happier in her entire life.
Wait, hold on, time out. My mom and Tom
renewed their wedding vows.
That is so sweet.
It's cool, so he just proposed all over again?
Just like that.
See, there is such a thing as fairy tale endings after all.
Kind of restores your faith in mankind.
Yeah, something like that. Wow, man. Well, you know what? I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, all right?
Thank you for the furnace.
Oh, no problem. See you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I think I'm going to head upstairs myself. You ready?
I'll be up in a little while.
Okay. Come on up and kiss me goodnight, okay? Okay, sweet. Where'd you get that?
Oh, when Abigail caught the bouquet, she gave me this flower for good luck.
You know what? There's a season for everything. And love will find you. You just have to be a little patient. Good night.
Night, Mom.
Hello? Been a long time since I came by, isn't it? I get very fired up tonight. I don't know. Your brother, Andrew, he just doesn't know what it's like to love a child. And how desperately it hurts when you lose one. You're miracles, you know that? That's what you are. Every one of you, you're miracles. Irreplaceable. You show us no matter how screwed up we become, life goes on, and there's a future and there's hope. You know, I thought that with some time this would become easier. It doesn't. I'll never forget you. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about you and you're part of my heart. You're the best part. And I love you very much.
And thanks for both of you letting me make this decision myself.
Andy, you're a grown man. We have no right to force our opinions on you. And we know that you will make the right decision yourself.
So, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Good night, darling.
Thanks.
Good night. Now that is the poker face of the century. I know you're furious with John and Denise. So what's the secret?
I'm just trying to use every ounce of self-control to keep focused on what's really important. Hope and Andy.
Why don't you let me stay here tonight? You know, sleep on the couch. If you don't feel like sleeping, we can just sit up and talk and work this thing down to a manageable size. You can scream at me, I don't know, kick, yell, punch, whatever you think will help. Just let me help. Whatever you need.
Can you make this all go away? Make things the way that they should be for us?
That's all I ever wanted.
Okay. I think I need to be by myself for a while.
You sure?
Please.
If you need anything, I'll see you in the morning. Okay?
Okay.
Get some sleep.
Let's go, girls.
Revlon Every Lash Mascara makes lashes their fullest, beautifully defined. Plus, comb separates every lash.
Goodbye, clumps. I feel like a woman.
I tell friends I'm in the shipping business. Precious cargo. I can't afford to be distracted by a headache. That's why I take Advil every time. After all, I have to deliver these little packages without a scratch. So I trust Advil. Absolutely nothing's been proven stronger on even tough headaches. I never take chances. I take Advil.
Advil, stronger than pain. And for kids, nothing relieves fevers faster than children's Advil.
Right now, high-tech labs are developing the next generation of powerful antibiotics.
They still won't do a thing to relieve my cold congestion.
Then take Robitussin Cold.
Robitussin Cold?
With 2 powerful ingredients to loosen and relieve your worst cold congestion. These cold products have just 1 ingredient to fight cold congestion. Robitussin Cold has 2. Shouldn't you be treating your cold congestion more seriously?
Seriously.
Robitussin Cold. We treat cold congestion seriously.
At Snackwell's, we believe that a cookie should delight your senses while not forgetting your sense of well-being. And it shouldn't simply taste good, but also make you feel good, which is why all Snackwell's cookies are always divinely rich, luscious, yet amazingly reduced in fat, so they're simply better for you. Come experience Snackwell's, because really, what's living well if you can't enjoy a cookie or two? Live well, snack well.
For itchy patches of dry winter skin, moisturizers can't always cut it. Try Cortisone 10 Plus. Among these, only Cortisone 10 Plus has 10 moisturizers, plus the power of Cortisone 10 to stop itch and help heal. Try Cortisone 10 Plus.
Jen again.
Cheater. Cheater.
You know, even at a penny a point, this is a tidy sum.
You know what it is? You got some kind of home court advantage here. That's what you got.
Please.
And all this brandy you've been feeding me. You know what?
What?
You know what you need to do? You know, you need to get me on a night when I'm fresh. That's what you need to do.
I think you're quite fresh enough.
Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little rematch. My game, my turf. Then we will see who laughs last.
I always get the last.
Oh. I love a challenge.
All
you
right.
are on.
Oh.
I want to thank you.
For beating the pants off you, huh?
For having the best time I've had in this town in a couple of months.
You know, you ought to get out more often.
Do as Lucinda says, not as she does. That ought to keep me out of trouble.
And I was about to offer you the use of my car. You know, my driver, take you home. Oh.
See you at the office.
Yeah. Oh, and be careful out there. It's cold out there. If I hadn't beaten the pants off you, I'd say don't freeze your pants off.
Okay. It's not the freezing that gets you. It's the thawing out.
Isn't it funny how time seems to slip away so fast? One minute you're happy, the other you're sad. But if you give me one more chance, you're my life for you is true. I'll stand by your side your whole life through. If life is so short, why won't you let me love you before we run out of time? If love is so strong, why won't you take the chance before our time has gone? If life is so short, if life is so short, if life is so short. Love is a word that explains how I feel for you. When you're in my arms, all my dreams come true. And when you're not around, you can't hardly see. These tears them cry. life is so short, if life is so short, if life is so short. Love is a word that explains how I feel for you. When you're in my arms, all my dreams come true. And when you're not around, you can't hardly see these tears that I'm crying now are for you to be with me. If life is so short, why won't you let me love you before we run out of time? If love is so strong, why won't you take the chance before our time has gone? If life is so short, if life is so short, if life is so short, if life is so
I don't want to run a marathon. I don't want to go skydiving. I don't want to feel like a kid again. Though, not feeling ancient would be nice. All I really want is to be able to climb the stairs and give Michael a bath.
Vioxx is here, a prescription medicine for the most common type of arthritis pain, osteoarthritis. One little pill, taken just once a day, can provide 24-hour relief. In rare cases, serious stomach problems such as bleeding can occur without warning. People with allergic reactions such as asthma to aspirin or other arthritis medicines should not take Vioxx. Tell your doctor if you have liver or kidney problems. For more information, ask your doctor or pharmacist about once daily Vioxx for the relief of osteoarthritis pain. And you may be able to plan your day around your life instead of your pain. Vioxx, for everyday victories.
Need contact lenses? You could. Get in your car, drive to your eye doctor, wait in line, pay twice as much, wait a week, drive back, pick them up. Or call 1-800-CONTACTS. We deliver. You save.
Orange juice.
What did you say?
Orange juice.
Why?
Because you've obviously got a cold. And that means you need to be drinking more fluids, like Florida orange juice, which contains a bunch of vitamin C and other nutrients. Therefore, you sneeze, I say orange juice.
Oh, I get it. Why can't we just have a dog?
I heard that.
100% pure Florida orange juice. Are you drinking enough?
When you have an important audience hanging on every word, you can't let a sore throat get in the way. Introducing Tylenol Sore Throat Liquid. It coats your throat and soothes up to 4 hours. New Tylenol Sore Throat Liquid.
CBS Tonight.
Samantha, it's Daddy.
I'm scared of you.
An emotional case
You want me to help you return a 7-year-old girl to the man who murdered her mother?
could turn law partners into enemies.
He's still Samantha's father.
Give me a break.
See why Family Law is the highest rated new drama on Monday night. Catch an all-new episode, CBS Tonight.
CBS Wednesday. Don't miss an all-new episode of this year's most compelling new drama. City of Angels, all-new episode, CBS Wednesday.
Tuesday on the #1 new drama, Judge Amy Gray's next courtroom battle.
My client wants joint custody.
I'll fight you, Michael.
Is over her own child.
He's trying to take your daughter away from
Will it destroy her family?
I don't want to see your face anymore.
Amy, why is she so angry? Is she sexually frustrated?
All new Judging Amy, CBS Tuesday.
They were put in charge of an
Specials. They're your window covering specialists. Design 5. Call today, 732-4476.